Hello everyone and welcome to the last video of 2025 here on my YouTube. So in this one I want to go over all my stats from December because I managed to make around 71.5k in payouts from prop firms, and this was mainly with futures prop firms. Now if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I've been mainly a CFD prop firm trader, but 6 months ago I decided to go in my futures journey trading NQ, ES and gold. I decided to do that because there weren't a lot of trustworthy prop firms in the CFD space anymore. I still trade with 2 prop firms right now on the CFD side, but I've been mainly focused on trading with futures. Another reason for that is because, from my opinion, the CFD markets this year have become a lot more manipulated. Since Trump came into office, the markets were really hard to trade. Euro USD, GBP USD, you know, they've not been moving as great as they were before. So I wanted to make this transition to scale up more prop firm capital and start making some bigger months. And December was actually my biggest month since I started trading futures. Now this is not all profit, obviously, because you do have expenses, you buy accounts, evals. I've lost a couple of funded accounts, couple of evals here and there, but nothing compared to the amount of payouts that I've managed to get. There was a big payout from a new prop firm, like crypto prop firm. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna go over all of them, but here on Rise I'm just gonna refresh. Once again, my Rise Works address is public. You can go look it up and you're gonna see over $1 million in payouts dating back to 2-3 years ago since I started trading with prop firms. So transparency has been my #1 priority when I started this YouTube channel, just showing you guys exactly, you know, payout by payout and being real transparent about it, because in this industry there's a lot of people who are faking payouts, you know, or they are spending way too much on evals or funded accounts, you know, to make payouts. So you can see here on Rise, my total receipt for December is $53.871 thousand. If we go down here for December, let's take a look. So I got my first payout on December 4th for Founder Pro. This is my CFD prop firm account. Funding pips, 3 more payouts on CFD. So that's like, I think 8k so far. Then I got a payout from Top 1 Futures for 8k on my Ignite accounts. Then I got actually paid. So if I think now I actually managed to reach 76.5k this month because I got a 10k payout from Tick Trader. Now they did shut down temporarily because they lost Project X and Trade08, but I had a 10k pending payout. So what they did is they paid me 5.7k and the other 4.3k they refunded from the accounts that I purchased. So that was 10k payout from Tick Trader. So that brings my total to $76.5 thousand. Then I got this. This is I'm not gonna say the name of the prop firm. It's a crypto prop firm. I managed to get a 16k payout on my 200k fund account, but then they banned me because they said I risked too much. So I got their biggest payout and they immediately banned me, but at least they paid me out, so happy about that. Then obviously another Founder Pro, CFD, another funding pips payout, one more Top 1 Futures payout, and this is where they moved me to a live account, and this was just a test payout to see, you know, that they actually pay on the live account. So not gonna have these big payouts anymore because they moved me to a live account, 8k live account, but it is what it is. So most of my money came from Top 1 Futures, 16k, crypto prop firm, Founder Pro, funding pips, and that Tick Trader. Now if I go on Lucid Trading, I also got 4.5k payout from them. So you can see 1k on each account. I have 5 funded accounts, got 1k out of each of them. This was paid on a different platform, so that was 4.5k minus the 20%. And I also got Top Step, right? I got 5 payouts, around 2.5k each, so you know that's around $12,000. You can see it requested on 23rd before Christmas, and they actually paid just on Christmas Eve day, which is pretty nice. So that would bring my total to around 76.5k, as I said, with Tick Trader of 5k and everything here combined. And I don't know, in my opinion, that's a pretty good month compared to November, which wasn't really that great. I only got one Funny Next payout on my futures accounts, so 10.6k, 2 more funding pips, 5k, 1 more funder pro. So November was kind of light, and that's another reason why I wanted to make this video, not to brag, but to say that, you know, results in this space, you can't always be consistent. You can even see October has been quite light, funding pips, funder pro, you know, a couple of payouts, but nothing crazy. I think October was like a 10, 15, 20, around a 30k month just for, and again guys, this is just prop firm payouts. So let me just close this up, and this was just, you know, this is just prop firm payouts. And if you can have a good month, you can have an extremely good month, you can make 100k in 1 month, but then for the next 3 months you may not make any money. So my goal has always been to be consistent when trading with prop firms. So no matter if I take a 1% payout per account per month, that's pretty great, right? That's what I did with CFD to basically make over 100k per month just from prop firms. Back then when I had $7 million in prop firm capital. Now obviously I don't have that much anymore, and I started trading futures, and with futures it's a little bit different because you have to build above the buffer and then you can start requesting payouts. So that's why my biggest month was December, because I've been building the accounts last month and now I finally got to take some payouts. Accounts are basically back above the buffer, all my accounts. So next month, January, if I can make profits, everything I make is gonna get paid out. So hopefully I'm gonna stay consistent and continue doing that. And again, wanted to make this video not to brag about the payouts, not to brag about the, you know, 76k month, because there's other people who do this, right? But they're not really transparent about it. They haven't been in the game as long as I have. I've been posting content for the last 2-3 years. I've been showing receipts over receipts. By the way, if you want to join the free Telegram group, there's a link in the description. I do post, you know, some of my trading days there and what setups I take. For example, yesterday I had a 19k day on my futures prop firm accounts just by trading NQ. And so basically I took buys here on NQ. Let's do a quick breakdown. So what we have was, we had the range, right? We had the daily high here, we had the daily low, price kind of ranged, and then with open we had a spike up, price took the lows right there, took a new daily low, and then it bounced back up. So I scalped a little bit here on the move up after the 1 minute closed bullish right here. So this was the setup that I took, 25 pip stop, and then kind of just aimed for a quick 1-to-1. Obviously price moved a lot more, but I just took profits there. At this point I was up around 10k in profit on my account, so wanted to call it a day, you know, last trading day of the year. But then price came back down again, gave another setup here, so I did enter somewhere around here again, covering the low 20 points, and then I just kind of took profits here. So you can see how I missed bigger moves, but that's fine because I've been very consistent with just trading 1-to-1, 1-to-2 trades, and very consistent, and that helps me secure payouts. So I don't want to catch big moves, and obviously we have consistency scores on a lot of prop firm accounts. So my goal was just to make anywhere between $250 to $500 per 50k account. So obviously on a 150k account I'm gonna make triple that. It kind of worked, right? I've thrown all the accounts on TradeSyncer, the trade copier that I'm using. You got a link in the description if you want to use it. And I've just been trading every single day, and I've been pretty consistent with it. And you know, having a good month shows you that the work you're doing, the work you're putting in every single day, you know, it pays at some point. And you may not have, you know, 70, 80, I may not have 70, 80k months every single month. But if I have a good month every 3 months and the other 2 months are just like 15, 20, as you guys saw, November, October, 20, 25k payouts, you know, that's pretty good for me, because I want to be consistent. I want to make 15, 20k per month minimum on all my prop firm accounts. And then if I have a good month, price is moving nice, I take good trades, I'm gonna have that big month, and it adds up, right? Everything adds up. One big mistake that people make, especially when they trade prop firms, is that after they have a big month or a big payout, they tend to spend everything, right? They tend to start spending like crazy. And again, I've told this story a couple of times, but I've actually had a student inside the prop firm blueprint. By the way, if you want to join the mentorship, I'm gonna be opening a few more spots just to end the year. The link is gonna be in the description. Just go apply if you want to learn from me exactly how I trade with prop firms and how I managed to make millions of dollars. But again, coming back to the story. So I had this student, he was really struggling trading with prop firms. He wasn't consistent, and then after joining the mentorship, obviously he learned how to trade properly, how to manage risk the right way, and he started to get payouts, right? Before I know it, he scaled like crazy. He reinvested everything. He had a very good run. He scaled to around 1.5 million in capital in like 2 months, which is crazy. And he also had a very big month. He made, I think, second month trading, he made like 80k in payouts, and then the month after that he made an additional 90k or something. So he basically made 150k in 2 months. At this point I was chatting with him, you know, he was active in the Discord but not that much, and then a month later he actually told me that he lost everything because he made such, you know, he made so much money in such a short period of time. He started spending like crazy, buying stupid shit, you know, everything you see on social media, and you know, buying Profirm account after Profirm account because he started blowing everything, right? Because he got used to that big month that he wanted to reach that every single time. So he started going on a tilt and blowing account after account after account, and before he knew it, he had no money left. So he went back to square zero. He had to start all over again. And trust me guys, you do not want to be in that position. That's why I've always been saying here on YouTube, inside my mentorship, you gotta build consistency, you gotta build a foundation so that you can be profitable long term, right? You need to be consistent. You need to pull money out of the markets every single month. You gotta put money on the side, put 50% on the side, reinvest 30%, 20% just use to have fun and live life. And that's the way I've been doing it for the last 3, 4, 5 years trading, and it worked out pretty well. So if you guys still struggle, like again, I hit a 76k month in Profirm payouts, and I've only been trading futures for what, 3-4 months. So I only started trading futures 3-4 months ago, but the last 5-6 years I spent every single day on the charts trading Forex, trading CFD, and building the foundation, not just technical analysis, but risk management, psychology, and that is what's most important. And again, I told you guys here on YouTube a few months ago that I'm gonna get to this point where I have consistent payouts from futures Profirms. Why? Because I already have the right mindset, I already have the right foundation, I already know price action, technicals, fundamentals, I know everything. So the only thing that I need is a couple of months to adjust to trading NQ and ES, to learn how price moves, to develop my setups, and then just start applying them using the same risk management rules that I've been using all this time. And it worked out pretty well. As you guys can see, transparency. I did say I'm gonna show the payouts when I get them, and this month was, you know, the biggest month. Hopefully that continues in 2026, and just wanted to make this video to, you know, the last video of the year, because guys, if you haven't taken action by now, I said the same thing last year. If you're not taking action now, everyone sets up these New Year's resolution goals, you know, oh, I'm gonna be profitable starting January 1st, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do all of that. Guys, the best time to start is yesterday. You know, and the second best time to start is today. So Profirms trading can literally change your life with minimal investment, and you know, just by really focusing on psychology, mindset, and understanding technicals. I did create a free training video. If you guys want to watch that, first or second link in the description, go and give it a watch because it's a lot of valuable information. I've been showing this live, you know, every single day, also trading live with my students. They've seen it. The past 2 years I've been sending trades inside the Discord, real trades that I've taken on my personal capital, and we've been profitable 2 years in a row. So there's no more to say than that. Hope you guys enjoyed the holidays. Hope you guys enjoyed Christmas. Hope you guys have a good New Year's, right? Take a step back, reflect on the journey so far, reflect on what you need to do next, what's the next step looking like, and take action. It is time for you to be profitable. We're moving into uncertain times. We don't know what's gonna happen. We can see every market is getting manipulated quite a lot right now. Economically speaking, the world is not doing great, and you gotta learn a skill that's gonna pay you, and you gotta get that, first of all, financial freedom, and second of all, time, location freedom, right? You need to be able to make money anywhere you are in the world, and trading is one skill that's gonna teach you that. So just to end this video once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing New Year's Eve, and let's come back stronger than ever starting tomorrow, 1st of January 2026. See you guys.